All right, so we're back with Diana and we're gonna get started on her hair. I'm gonna take your hair out, is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see this hair. It's such a pretty natural color.
Yeah, it's definitely natural.
Look at these curls. Okay, so as you had mentioned before that you don't get your hair colored a lot. So we're wanting to stay kind of more with her natural color. So I had talked about maybe adding a couple different shades, some blondes, just a little bit lighter than your natural, and a darker color, a little bit darker than your natural. And Diana told me that she liked red tones, and so we are going to be adding some red tones. So we can either go red, or we can go more of a mocha red or a brownish red. So you guys will have to watch and see what we decide. So what about your cut? What are you thinking that you want to do?
You know, the main thing is that I can put it in a ponytail. Other than that, I'm pretty open.
Okay, I would love to see these curls with some layers.
Yeah.
And we also talked about trying some different things with your curls. So I'm really excited about that. When we're styling, I'm going to diffuse it. So I'll give you guys a few tips on diffusing your hair. And then I bought some bobby pins for you, and we'll just kind of play with some ways to twist it back.
Great.
Because you can always dress up a ponytail. So I will show you a few ways to do that. You ready to get started?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by sectioning off your hair.
Okay.
So you were telling me that you're finally now like just loving your curls and going with it. Was it hard?
It was, because growing up, I always had really long hair. Mom always kept it really long, and so it was always just kind of braided, or because it was always real frizzy, like you can see. And it was just hard because I never really learned how to take care of it.
Right.
So I always hated it because I always wanted straight hair like everyone else. So I'm starting to like the curly hair, and it'd be fun to know how to do stuff with it.
So do you ever color your hair?
I've never.
You've never colored your hair? Are you nervous?
You know, I probably would have been before, but I'm at a point where a lot of people do it, and it really can add a lot of dimension in that and just make it look a lot more interesting.
Your natural color is really pretty. So I thought it was really important just to accentuate your natural color rather than try to totally change it.
Just kind of highlight things instead of, because I don't want to change the color, I like the color.
Right.
You can't get this out of a bottle.
No way, it's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue on weaving 2 different colors into Diana's hair on this side and through the top. Okay, so we're just gonna let that process, and then we will be back to cut and style Diana's hair. Okay, so we've washed Diana's hair, and now we're going to start cutting. I'm probably gonna say this 75 times, but your curls are so gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. So if anyone at home has curly hair and you're having a hard time getting it to curl, it could be that you need a trim, just to trim it up, or some layers cut into it. Because by layering that hair, it's gonna make it a little bit lighter and the curls are gonna bounce up a little bit easier. All right, I think we are done with your cut. So, what I like to do with curly hair is make sure to add some body to the roots. So I use this Bavoom, Take Me Higher, and it's a root booster, and it's also kind of like a mousse, so you can spray it on your roots and then just kind of work it through your hair.
Okay.
So you're just gonna take sections and put it right through there.
Okay.
And rub that in.
Okay.
And pull that through those ends. Okay, so along with that, I got some curling cream.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time that I've ever used it. And I thought it would be perfect to try it on your hair because you have such pretty soft curls. I have used curling cream before, just not this brand.
Okay.
So let's see how it works. I just think once you get past a certain age, you kind of want softer curls.
Yeah.
And so a curling cream is gonna give you more of a softer curl look. And then I'm just scrunching your hair. I'm sure that you do that.
Yeah, that's a move I know.
Yeah. And then of course you can let your hair air dry. And if you're going to let your hair air dry, to get more volume at the roots, I would suggest scrunching it as it dries. But my favorite thing to do with curly hair is to diffuse it. So I'm gonna take some Paw Patrol hairspray and spray it on there. So with a diffuser, the best way to get the most volume at your roots is actually to put all of your hair over your head and to take that hair up to the root and hold it. And by flipping your hair over, it's just gonna get all that lift at your roots. So we can do it that way. If you're not wanting huge, big hair, you can also just diffuse it like this, and that's gonna get lift at the roots too. So either way.
Okay.
I also think when you're using a diffuser, you don't necessarily have to part off your hair, but it's good to do a section and then let that down and grab this next layer and kind of do it in layers, just like you would if you were round brushing it or straightening it. Okay, so we just got done drying your beautiful hair, and I love it. I'm dying. I'm dying. She's saying that she feels kind of different because it's been so long since she's done her hair big and curly, but it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Curly hair is so fun. And we talked a little bit at the beginning about how you feel like your hair can be frizzy. So something that's really good for curly hair is like a finishing spray.
Okay.
And you're just gonna spray your hair and just smooth out those pieces.
Okay.
And then that's also gonna make your curls look a little softer. All right, well that is it for her hair. Let's move on and see the rest of her look.